points here today. And the biggest loss of all will be Barry Delaney, the senior captain, is out with the leg problem, I believe.
Yeah, ankle, Ron. Done his ankle. Yeah.
Also, James Lee.
James Lee's actually just, well, I suppose there's no nice way to say it. He was omitted. He was dropped.
Disciplinary?
No, just the coach thought he might need a listen or two just to get us some form.
Andrew Hawks, was a bit of a dash.
Yeah, Andrew Hawks is out with the flu.
Okay. Well, now, looking at the Bannockburn side, Barry, I don't think you'll find there's any change at all. So they'll come into this game very confident after they absolutely flogged the Eastern Suburbs last Saturday to the tune of about 24 goals. So Bannockburn chock-a-block of confidence, Barry, this afternoon, and head the table on percentage.
And they got first use of the breeze by the look of it here today too, and another first for this video, Ronnie. Ground level calling.
Ground level calling. It will be a tester for us here this afternoon, but look, we are good at our craft. Umpires for the big clash: Jonathan Drapps, Johnny Davies, Mount Brendan Beveridge, Luke Walsh, in the goals, Schultz and Neil Robinson.
Right, the starter play, bounce of the ball, face a big fella for Werribee and Stewart. Comes down towards half-forward line, handballed out there by East, was it for Bannockburn? No one in particular. Free kick's been picked out, and we'll go to Flanagan by the look of it for the Collinger, is it? Collinger for Bannockburn.
Very busy last week. Yeah, one of the better players for the Tigers, and he'll have to be watched very closely here this afternoon. We see now, high tackle on that Werribee player, but he got rid of the football. That was well done. I think you'll find just picking himself up there. Loose ball now, centre wing was good. Werribee into attack.
Good mark.
Hander. Matho, my man.
Friend of yours, Ron.
Yes, lovely footy. Quick hand there to his teammate running through was Brad Spicer. Looks to the donut. Comes through hard. Now the loose ball spills and Tillman picks the footy up and spiral torpedo to the centre ground. Coming out was the big fella Peter Gray. Couldn't quite handle the conditions with that chest mark, but he's ably supported there, Brenton Vilsons, who pumps it up the half forward.
Right, bounce of the ball, which players in these windy and gusty conditions, that the umpire's going to be forced to come in and ball it up. Between centre and centre half forward, favouring the Werribee Centrals. Kicking into the breeze this time. We see Big Stewart in there for Werribee Centrals. Bounce of the ball. Up they go. Stewart gets his body in. Good tap out. Unfortunately, Henderson grabs it. Good kick down towards centre forward, but sitting back there smoking a cherry is Wilson. His third possession in about 3 minutes. Kicks across half back, looking for a teammate over the far side in Golauka. He picks it up, kicks it towards the centre wing. The wind grabs it, and I think it's taken it over the line on the full, and a free kick to be taken over there for Bannockburn, and will be taken by
Alistair Broad. Minute, obviously playing at half back this afternoon. Goes in board, loose kicking there, sees that Connor, I think you've got it, that's Stevie Delahunt, the number 9 Guernsey. It's a shocking kick, bouncy to half forward.
Well done.
Have him, attacks it well. Hand pass was pretty slick there to Ronnie Pilgrim, was it? No, Lee Harding, I think you'll find. Rickett was. He couldn't control it. Werribee out of trouble and kicked the ball back to the centre wing. Loose ball, Delahunt was good. Got it to College, who was okay. Runs his full term. A long drop punch, a nice looking kick in
free
the
kick.
Direction there, but you can't do that. Darren Roweth, I think you'll find the 57 Guernsey is infringed on Brenton Vilsons, and he will get the free kick at centre half back.
Right, Vilson's coming in for his fourth kick at the leather here this afternoon. We've got to wait for it to come back. I think there'll be plenty of time on here, Ronnie, when the ball goes over the fence at the far end there today.
Yes, certainly.
Right, Vilson's now from just outside the square. All congregating on the far side, the scoreboard side. He's looking for an option, comes out to the clubhouse side. Gets the ball nicely towards half-back flank, and a good mark taken there by Lutic. Lutic now from half-back has one bounce, plays on, kicks down, or kicked into the man coming towards him, and that was Tillman. A handball back though by Lutic, finds his teammate there in Delaney. To Vilsons, he couldn't control it, picked up by Roweth, is it? He slung as he kicks, but it's all Werribee Centrals off half back, who kicked the ball down towards centre wing.
Yeah, up they go, all held there with Spicer. Wentworth wearing him like a glove, could have been pushed, no free kick, and Wentworth comes in and steals the footy, long bomb to half forward, or have him back of the pack, sits well for him, His left foot shot, though, was a bit of an up and under, as Barry Walker would call it. The first score of the afternoon coming at the 5-minute mark of this first quarter. What was by LBW Chartered Accountants, and off the boot there, that point, Jason Happy, who at the present time, gentlemen, is leading GDFL goal kicking with 69 goals.
I think he had a little bit more time there, Ronnie. He didn't have a look. As soon as he got the ball, he decided he was going to kick it and tried to kick it completely over there. They're sort of going around across the shoulder, which resulted in the point. Right now, waiting for the ball to come in from full back. Congregation centre half back this time goes out towards the scoreboard side. A good kick out over the 50. No one can take the mark. It's pushed through there before Werribee Central's by Delaney. He goes down towards the wing, close to the boundary line. Over it goes. And 2 kicks. That's good football by the Werribee Central's side there. I've got it down over centre wing. And it's going to take Bannockburn 2 decent kicks to get back to the square.
Yes, it has Grub pretty happy so far, early stages.
Well, they're battling pretty hard early, but there's a long way to go in this quarter. They've got to just try and fight it out for the quarter and see if they can keep them down.
Okay, well at the moment there's not a lot of direction or deliberation with the Bannockburn side. They're being sucked in by the Breeze, I'd suggest. Just barreling it anywhere. Got to be a bit more direct for mine, and don't let the Breeze do it for you.
Right, the bounce of the ball. Stewart gets it down. A kick off the goes towards the boundary line. We'll have another throw in.
Just you mentioned before, Ronnie, that College is one to watch, and he is too. But I think the last time we played him, there were 2 players that really had stood out in my mind. One was Gary Tillman, who really took us apart, and the other was Kevin Connors, who's a wonderful player too.
Certainly prime movers from the Bannockburn Tigers.
Tillman started off quite well today.
Has at half back, I'd suggest, at half back. Been a tap in the corridor. Stephen quick hands to that man Tillman.
That's
that was
better.
footy. A little more purpose in that. Lovely top punt pass from Jason Happy on the chest. And he'll be shooting for goal 6 metres out, you reckon, in front. Distance shouldn't be a problem.
Well, Ronnie, you just made a comment that their Bannockburn have been sort of trying to let the wind do it for them. Now, there's no movement on the forward line. It's a big gap between Happy and the square for someone to move into. But he's going to try and kick this ball from, 60, 65?
Yes.
I think the distance, the wind might help the distance, but it'll still be a very hard goal
Yeah,
to kick. With
that's what I'm getting
yeah,
at.
I agree with you, Barry.
The distance, all right?
Not a problem. Accuracy is again offline.
Well, you were right, Barry. The distance was never going to be a problem with the wind.
No.
But in the blustery conditions, it's a bit harder to kick
Yeah.
it straight then. Yeah,
Well, you had 70 metres between him and the line, and there was no movement for an option.
that's right.
Well, Bannockburn 2 points. Central's yet to score, but as we've mentioned, Bannockburn kicking with probably a 6 to 7 goal Breeze, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, yes, Ronnie, I quite agree with you. Although it's blustery, but I still feel that they've got to keep the ball low going into the forward line, whichever side's attacking, whether it be Werribee Centrals or whether it be Bannockburn. I just felt then that Bannockburn had sort of thought, well, now Abbey can get the distance, and no one gave him an alternative.
Yeah, good call. And the runner should be out to the forward line players, I suggest, and stop being so lazy.
Beautiful kick from full back.
Oh, yes, Gareth Buck, mate.
The Sheriff.
The sheriff of the 10-yard square. Absolute superb athlete. Lovely kick. And he's off hands, out of bounds, left half foot. A good 60 metres now from the Bannockburn goal.
Few players around the ball here as it goes up. Wilson's in the ruck. It's a tap down, close to the boundary line again. Over it goes. I think we'll see a lot of this today, and whoever get the advantage in the ruck or can get it clear, well, maybe they'll get the benefits. Stewart's been pushed out by Wilson's to come down towards the centre wing. Wilson's to take the knockout. Up he goes. No one gets it. Quick kick out of the pack there for Bannockburn. Comes down. Good defensive play there by Morley. Sees the ball go to boundary line, but Bannockburn kick it up. Wing grabs it, takes it across the line, and we'll have a throw in.
Yeah, I think that could have been Kevin Connors, I think you'll find. When he kicked the ball, I think was out of bounds. And the boundary umpire's going to throw it back into play. About 30 metres now from the Tigers' goal. Contest for the Bannockburn side. Big pack of players.
Here's a chance.
Loose ball, Delahunt, left foot, snap, drop short.
Free kick. 22. Buck, is it?
Yes,
Yep.
Gareth Buck.
Been held.
The sheriff. Good body use there on Habib.
It's a probably good toss to win, Ron, because if the rain does come up later on, the wind does tend to stop up this way.
Okay, time will tell, fellas. Time check shows 9 minutes gone in the first quarter. LBW Chartered Accountants, first quarter scoreboard. Bannockburn 2 points. Werribee yet to score.
A little bit unfortunate there, Buck. That kick, he got underneath it and up in the air. She went, the wind grabbed it, took her across the line on full, and a free kick to be taken over there for Bannockburn. It will be taken by...
Let's have a look.
Flanagan, is it?
Could very well score from here.
Yeah, left knee, a bandage on the knee. Could be Nathan Rose. Right foot kick. He's been playing good football as well. Wilson's unattended. Uncontested mark. Plays on. Gee,
Yeah.
very good, brave man.
No talk.
Kick over the top. Grab. I think it's Nathan Rose again, is it?
Yeah, it's the same player, Ron, if it's 43.
That left knee. Snap. He's been playing some good footy.
Better
Lovely
kick.
Up it goes again. The Bruce has got the footy and dragged it to the left side of the big stick. And yes, it is Nathan Rose, who's been in form. Bannockburn player in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Of age, has been playing great footy on his wing.
Right, the kick, and that's a better kick, not so high, and it gets out over the half-back line. It's brought to ground by the big fellas for Werribee Central's first onto those Bannockburn, close to the line, holding the ball for mine. He didn't attempt until he was grabbed, and unfortunately, it's not going Werribee Central's way. Umpire Grapps was moving and will ball it up.
You're a tough man, Barry.
Hey, one option, if you try and beat the player in your court, you should be penalised.
Get into him, Grub. He's always been a hard man, Paz.
It comes down, Rowers get the kick, well smothered there for the Werribee side by Johnson, I think it was, and the ball's gone over the line and we'll have a throw in.
I'm just trying to be unbiased, Barry.
No, that's okay. You'll get used to Ronnie and I before the day. If we don't have about 3 or 4 arguments, there's something wrong.
Grub just happens to be the president also of Werribee Central's
Oh.
team manager. And
The big player, is he?
he is sensation up here at Central's.
Really, it was an absolute sensation at Thompson last week. Punched on with Johnny Mitchell.
Yeah.
Right. Warwick from the half-back line. Kicks down towards the centre wing. Up they fly. Oh, good. No, the mark not paid to Bannockburn there. It comes to ground now. The free kick's been put out. And the free kick will be taken over there for Werribee Centrals. And it's Edgar from centre wing. Keeps the ball. Tried to keep it low, but the wind got hold of it. Up it goes. Falling over a player there is Matheson. And the mark was taken by...
Yep,
Simon
Simon Calvert, the 47 Guernsey pass. Not a bad kick considering it's a pretty tough breeze. Oh,
Good mark.
Smallest bloke on the ground, Wade Collinger. It was Troy in actual fact. He's taken a great grab. He's run into a brick wall. For mine, should have been penalised up by John Davies. Couldn't make the decision,
Plenty of
so
prior opportunity in that one for sure.
certainly did. Should have been pinged. Scotty Johnson, though, doesn't mind. Got it to Buck was good footy. Scrooge it to the
Good
footy.
play. Good
Eyes
play.
on the footy.
The donut man.
Come as you come. Craig Darlow take the great grab.
Good mark because he used his body early and got his opponent out of the contest and then took a good chest mark. It's exactly the same here. There's no one in the vicinity of the corridor here that could give him an option. Yeah, beautiful.
Kick off the boot. That's how you do it. And goal up by there in Felix Schultz raises the 2 fingers. The first goal of the afternoon into a breeze, Barry.
Yep.
Off the boot there of Craig Donut Darlow. And that's come up, let's have a look at the 13-minute mark of the first quarter. LBW charted account the scoreboard.
Well, that's probably getting into this breeze is probably worth 2. You know, every one you score is worth 2 into the breeze, I believe. The bounce of the ball in the centre favours Big Stewart again. Up he goes. Pick for Bannockburn. Kick forward down to half forward. Thumped away nicely there by Morley. But it's kick forward on here across to his teammate for Bannockburn. Dallahunt's got it. No, it's 16, sorry. It was Pilgrim has a flying shot towards the goal. And 1 point is the result.
He put those big arms up, Wilson, just to take his eye off what he was doing, I think, and it was a good move. I just got to say, you're pretty right up there. I know he kicked the goal,
Yep.
Barry, but into the wind like that, yeah, you should have that short option because it's liable to drop short.
Even
yeah,
if he doesn't use it.
that's right.
You know, the players, I believe, they just stand back and hope they can kick these.
What you say is someone should be an effort.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
assume anything.
That's right.
Okay. You've
No
had a-
problem.
You've had a win with that. Well, time on will be played. We could be here in the dark, gentlemen, I suggest.
Hey, tell you what, it's dark very early down here too, Rob.
Caught the 5.
Okay.
Right from full back now, waiting for the kick in to come. Goes out the far side again. Oh, we've got under this one. The wind. Well, Werribee's got a bit more distance and a good mark taken out there. No, the umpire calls play on. Handball out by Werribee Central. Now it goes forward for Bannockburn. A quick kick there for them. A high kick. And I tell you what, gone close this time. And that was off the boot of...
Yeah, running back into the centre. I think
Yeah, in long sleeves.
it wasn't a bad effort.
I thought they were a little bit stiff there, Ron. I would have almost paid that mark. I'm not Burn unbiased, but I would have paid that mark to Heath Buck, I think. And just saw last week he got a couple of decisions against him that you weren't very happy with. Thought that may have been a mark.
Yeah, I would have just about made up myself. And we're just waiting for
Waiting for him to turn round. There he is. Number... It's got a 6 in it. 46 Harding, is it?
Rick Harding, it is. The long sleeves. Well, Bannockburn back in front. WW Charlie Accountant's scoreboard now shows Panic 1-4-10. Werribee Central's one straight goal. LBW Charlie Accountant's first quarter scoreboard. Time check. 15.5 minutes gone of the first quarter. At Galvin Park, the home of the Werribee Centurion.
Just...
Ron, has Winter been playing all year?
No,
No.
hasn't played many games at all. Because he's getting too old, but here he is out there today. So, interesting.
Another question, Ronnie. Number 47 for Bannockburn. East. Well up in the voting in the paper, playing on the defensive side, not on the attacking side.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Bounce of the ball, down it goes. Bannockburn's favour. Picked up and handballed out here for Bannockburn. Oh, good smother there for Werribee Central, so by Warwick. Sees the ball go out towards half back. Socket off the ground, down towards the half forward line. Over the line it goes, beats the players, and we'll have a throw in. Roworth was one of the ones going for it, and the ball's probably between forward pocket and half forward flank.
We probably should have set up on the other side of the ground. It would have been easier to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I think the wind might have been blown in our face.
Yeah.
You're right, I think.
From the throw in, Stewart brings it to ground, but it goes back towards the boundary line. Kicked there, kept in play. Picked up here for Werribee Central's by Smith. He's kicked round the boundary line too close, and the wind's taken it over the line, and we'll have a free kick to be paid over there, and going to...
College or Rose?
Be interesting to see where Coach Foster plays in the second quarter with the wind, Ron.
in the goal square.
I reckon.
In the goal square.
Bannockburn aren't real tall, are they?
No. Right from the free kick on the far side of the ground. Very hard to pick up who it is from ground level. Ronnie comes in, runs around. Nice kick to the square. Up they fly. Oh, did he or didn't he? Wilson's.
Goal.
Didn't. Ronnie, who was it coming across?
I reckon it's Stevie Delahunt, you know that?
Got wrapping on
Back
that.
flanker.
Whoa, got the strapping on the wrist there.
Yep, Stevie Delahunt, number 9, I'd suggest. Great goal.
Good kick. Well, really, where he was kicking from, he had the advantage of the breeze. If he kicked inboard a little bit, the breeze would swing it around for him.
Panic 2-4-16. We're one straight goal, 6 points. LBW Chartered Accountant, first quarter scoreboard. And we've been carrying 18.5 minutes, gentlemen, the first quarter.
Stewart gets it down to Edgar. He's high kick towards centre forward. The bouncing ball. Oh, well done there by the big fella coming through Darlow, but he just couldn't trap it. He's still fighting for it. He's got support there. In they go. A free kick's been picked out here. Play on the umpire calls. A little chip kick, unfortunately. Only one player waiting for it, and that was Wentworth for the Bannockburn side. Plays on quickly. Kicks down towards centre wing. 2-on-1 here. Up they go, and a good strong mark taken by Lutic. For the it played on there for mine. Now he tips one across. Got a teammate over here in Edgar. Edgar on the half forward flank. Looking for options forward. Kicks high. The wing grabs hold of it. Swings it across the centre forward. And a good mark taken there for the Bannockburn side by Collinger. Collinger from half back flank. The umpires are lenient. Didn't let him go behind the mark. Played on. Kicks straight across ground. Up they fly. No one can take advantage of it. Thumped away there by Morley. Down to ground comes. Going through strongly there is Smith. Handball across for Bannockburn to Henderson. Henderson's kicked straight down the ground. Winters there. Over his head it goes. Bouncing balls. Wilson's comes across. Two-fisted across half back. A race for the ball now. Sees there by Toolman. Gets it back. Handball out Roworth. Roworth to his teammate running through there in Harding, is it? His kick across ground. Mark taken over there by Calvert.
That was a good tackle by the kid, Ron.
Oh, great tackle by Peter Gray. Absolutely just about ripped his jumper off his back. And we've got a bit of a casualty early stage of this proceedings here this afternoon.
Good old Roy MacArthur.
Roy boy.
And Look at the glasses. You're going to sing your song for Roy Orbison in a minute, Blake.
The big O. Okay, back to the footy. Ball out of the side of the ground. In between centre wing, half forward. Banning to attack. Delahunt again tries the spot to a boot. Didn't come off. Now Rower squeals for the free kick. Caught with the ball for mine. Oh, umpire.
Ronnie.
Had it, let it go.
Ronald.
But then was held without the ball. How to get rid of it, Baz?
Same way a lot of them do. Just let it fall.
Well, play on should have been the call for mine. But Darren Roth has got the free kick.
I thought he played it well. When he got grabbed, he leant back into the player and it fell backwards, and that's all you need.
Now he's kicking from about 30 metres.
Goal.
Not a bad looking kick either.
Got it.
Slipped it through. The 57 Guernsey. Darren Roth kicks his first and a very handy third goal for the Bannockburn Tigers.
Right now, waiting for the ball to come back to centre.
3-4-22.
Blood rule on one of the Bannockburn players coming across here, is it?
Yeah,
The big ruckman,
size.
is it?
Yes, it is. 3-4-22. Bannockburn, Werribee, 1 straight goal, 6 points. LBW, Charlie Accountants bring us the first quarter. And I'll take the stress and worry out of your life.
No, they will, Ron. How many minutes are we in, mate?
Time check. Let's have a look. 21 and a half minutes gone of the first quarter. And Central's doing a pretty good job. Only trailing by 16 points. About a 36 to 40 point advantage in the window for mine.
Did you see the player that's just come on, Ron?
Yeah, that's
Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Right, from the ball in the centre, goes down towards half forward for the Bannockburn side. Putting his body in there was Ludi, but the ball went between his legs. Coming across now, Bannockburn forcing it to half forward. Scrambling play, out it comes. Strong tackle put on by Connors on the Bannockburn player. Thrown out to Morley, but the umpire's call for it, and we'll have a ball up, and shoelaces undone.
God, I thought he was going to go for a yellow card.
I wondered what was
Something
going on.
for swearing or something,
Yeah.
And I knew it wouldn't be any of Werribee players swearing, Ron.
Interesting, isn't it? Flanagan coming off the bench at the, 15-minute mark? Bounce of the ball. Down it goes. Up they go. Thumped away for Werribee Central towards the centre. Going through strongly there for Bannockburn was Broad. But flipped out here. Quick kick forward by Collinger down over half forward. Wilson sitting underneath. Rower from behind. Brings the ball to turf. Contests now. Out it goes. There's a chance here for Bannockburn over on the far side. Screw it round the corner. Going to go close.
That's a goal,
And it's a good goal. Kicked off the boot of
Nathan Rose, the 43 Guernsey. Kicks his first. Gee, that was a lovely left snap from the youngster.
been very prominent in this first quarter. I thought Rower's attack at Wilson's there from behind to spoil that. No, to spoil it and bring
Well, I
it to
think
ground was
very
quite
good
good.
move, actually, because he obviously had no intention
No.
to mark it, but he still attacked.
Contested.
Yeah, he contested and didn't actually go the ball, but he didn't give away a free kick,
No.
which was, you know,
Contesting is the operative word, isn't it?
well, that's right. Here, I would have gave a free kick, but it's been by.
Okay,
And honest.
28. Bannockburn, Werribee, 1 straight goal. Marking out of 22. Let's have a look. Time check. 23 minutes gone.
8 shots. Bounce of the ball in the centre. Up she goes. Stewart she gets hanged on the shoulder, and the free kick will go to Bannockburn in the centre of the ground, and will be taken by the big fella there in
So,
number 12, Perkins. A lovely kick down over half forward. There's Rowers at the back again, being held after he got rid of the
That's thrown the
ball, and a free kick. Yes, but he was on the blind side of the umpire, had his back to him, threw the ball away.
Agreed with me, Baz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't comment.
I tell you, it was there. Good umpiring. Kick they dropped short, Centrals. And opportunity here. Matthew is his first to the leather. The left, a prolific left foot kick. So lovely one across the face. Good work there from Bucko. The sheriff knocks it through for a rush score to the Tigers.
Well, that umpire's eyesight was as good as yours, right? Because he was direct behind the play. But, anyway, from full back. Lovely low projected kick out over half back, up they fly. No one can take the mark. Bannockburn shark it off the pack. Kicked up in the air. Smith grabbed it, handballs it out for Werribee Central, going through strongly over there for the side. There's Broad for Bannockburn, a quick kick forward, up they fly, judgment, well done, good mark. Ooh, could have been Werribee been.
Went back himself then and just knocked himself off his own feet. Looked worse than what it was.
Right, the kick now. Out towards half-back. They set themselves. Up they go. Comes to turf again. Bannockburn at the bottom of the pack again. Grabbed it. Couldn't get away. Here's a chance now. Roweth, is it? Spears a pass in over the head. Picked up by Habit. Habit has a shot towards goal and right through.
Goal number 70 for Jason Habib. It is. Good shot at goal, Jason. Well, just taking away the Tigers.
Well, going up.
I was just about to sneak up and smack the timekeeper in the nose. Blow that siren, son, will you?
But the last probably 3 of their goals have come from good play on Bannockburn's behalf. They've been at the bottom of the pack when the ball has been hit down, and they've sharked it every time they got it out. I think they're reading the pack a little bit better than the Werribee Central sides at the moment.
The brigade are on top at the moment for the Bannockburn side, who are leading 5-5-35. Werribee Central's one straight goal.
From the centre, it's picked up here by Collinger. He gets nowhere with the ball. It's develops, and at the bottom of the pack, picking himself up for the Werribee Central side is Delaney, and the umpire's forced to ball it up again. Down it goes. Big Stewart gets his body in there. Taps it across. Good tap on there for Werribee Centrals, but Henderson gets it down to half forward and coming out strongly and taking a mark in front of his opponent for the Bannockburn side is Ronnie Pilgrim. Now he's going to be kicking from about the same distance as Habit did earlier on. It's a fraction across to the left to centre forward. Aim for halfway between the right-hand goal post and point post, which he's done, and back it comes. Just missed it. No, just got in. Good kick.
Lovely kick, yes, Ronnie Pilgrim. James for the club. His first. Bannockburn kicked their 6th. That's 27 minutes gone. Right?
You said it was a 6-goal quarter, Ronnie?
Yeah, well, they did it pretty well early, Werribee Centrals. I think it shows you just how hard it is to concentrate for the full 25, 28 minutes against this win. And we'll just see how Werribee Centrals use it before we compliment them again.
Oh, yeah, you've got to give them a quarter each just to see how they go. But I do feel that Bannockburn are at the bottom of the packs a little bit better than what Werribee Centrals are in this first quarter.
Okay, time will tell. Ball now coming back to the centre. Very blustery conditions up here at Gelvin Park, the home of the Centurions. But I must say, Grub, the ground is an absolute picture.
Yes, it is. It's probably a bit of a byproduct of the fact that we haven't got juniors this year, so we've only trained on a couple of nights a week. But it is good conditions.
Well, terrible bounce from up by Jonathan.
He had a chance.
Yeah.
And I think he's hurt himself too. Big fella. Stewart's okay up on his...
Right, get out the full forward, down it comes. Here comes Buck for the Werribee Central side. Picks it up, heads towards the boundary line. Skimming kick, over it goes, and we'll have a throw.
He could work there, Buck. Had no options up forward. And very defensive. And played it well.
From the boundary line 3 and up they go. Over the back of the pack it comes now. Thump towards the boundary line. Chance for Luty for Werribee Centrals, but over the line it goes before he or Flanagan can get to it. That goal, I still think Bannockburn have got to kick another one to compensate for the one that Werribee Central's got right.
Yeah, I agree. Boundary throw it, that wing, back of the pack there was Calvert. Lost the footy though. Ground level again. Rowan, busy. Just have him coming out underneath the flight of the footy. Back of the pack. Hardy. Quick hit there to Pilgrim.
And the full.
Shot at goal. Has missed the target completely. Out of bounds on the full. And we're well into time on. It's 29 minutes gone, gentlemen, of the first quarter. It'll probably go for about 33, 34 minutes.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry to say, Grub.
Well, we've got all bar 6 players forward at the centre wing here and all on the one side of the ground.
You'd reckon they'd be able to bottle it up, wouldn't you? That, one question to you, boys. Pilgrim is the headgear. What's his name? Is he... Right, not playing?
Not playing. Has got the virus.
Right, the kick in from the free kick out on the full. It's been marked there by Tillman. Tillman now from half forward will put Bannockburn back into attack. Left or right footer running.
It's a right footer.
Comes in. Kicks the ball high. Wins going to get it, not bring it back far enough. Point as a result. A couple of wasted opportunities. I think Pilgrim's missed a couple that I believe he could have done a little bit better with if he'd have centred it. And there was another one that they've tried to, earlier on, tried to let the wind do it. A good kicking from full back again from Buck. Kicking him beautifully out towards the half-back line. Thumped across the line and we'll have another throw in.
Matchups, boys. Heath Buck's been by. Any clues?
Very hard to tell because he's not down on his half-forward flank. He's up the other end of the ground, I think, just to get into the game.
Heath was on the ball.
Yeah.
Throw in. Tap down. Werribee Central. Can't control it. Close to the boundary line. Handball forward. There's a chance from through Delaney. Round the centre wing looking for his teammate Smith. He found him. He runs on. Kicks to half forward. The wing grabs it. But good judge on half back by Bannockburn has taken the mark. Comes across half back now. Running straight across the ground. It moves in Shepherd. Good kick across. Here's a chance. Up they fly. It's up to the ground by the Bannockburn players. Going in strongly there, but just couldn't keep his feet. Was Werribee Central's player there, and it's kicked out wide. And the mark's taken out here by Colbert.
Colbert now. Side 8. Nice looking kick into the breeze.
Called Darlow twice.
Darlow in front. Good work, Connors at ground. Got across to a teammate who fumbled. That was Wentworth. Loose ball now sees Winter onto the footy. Over the top of Clinton Shaw was good. And his kick had not a good one. Yes, it was. It was broad.
Ball.
And, well, he played it all. Legged his opponent. But plays let to go on now. Delaney, that was Chris. Flung off the footy. Loose ball at half forward sees Heath Buck.
In the back.
Steve Winter got rid of him rather quickly. Callously mine. Loose ball sees it spilled out of Connors at the back of the pack. His left foot kick, a good one too. Good vision and picks Matty East out on centre.
He's kicking out towards half forward. The bouncing ball picked up here nicely by Rowers for Bannockburn. A shocking kick goes down. Habit using his body. Buck stayed with him. Picked up here by Habib as he caught. Kicks around the corner. The mark spilt down there for Werribee Centrals and forced through for a point. That come off the hand of Bernardo.
Well, I tell you what, boys, and I don't mean to be biased, but I reckon Heath Buck picked 3 free kicks in 3 seconds then. A holding the man, a holding the ball, and a leg, and never got either of them.
The kick in from full-back marked here for Bannockburn. Kick forward by Delahunt, looking for his teammate. Oh, good mark in the pocket. Taken down there. Flanagan, is it? And Flanagan has taken the mark.
Good vision, Steve Delahunt. Ball on quickly.
I thought Darlow was manhandled up here too before he went for the ball, but still, we're only spectators.
Okay. Only get up 25 metres out. Tight angle.
Missed it, I think. Yeah. Missed it.
Big stick it has. 1 point the result.
Bad miss there by Flanagan.
Well,
Should have done better.
6-8, Barry, 44. Centurions at 1 straight goal, 6 points, and that's about the indication of the 3. Suggests about 38 point margin. Love again in front. That was Stewart, not playing the mark. Wilson. And never was good. It was a Gray. It could be Gray. As his hand pass goes out wide, kicked up the centre wing, but he gets some good footy out there, and that was like to go right roughhouse. Oh, Robbie Henderson knocked it away from his opponent. And we'll have a boundary throw in on the outer side centre wing. Perkins does well. Loose ball now. Players going pretty hard at it. Umpire finally comes in and says he'll have a bounce. And time check, fellas, it's 34 minutes gone of this first quarter here at Galvin Park.
Bounce of the ball on centre wing, picked up for Bannockburn. The kick forward around the corner and a half forward. Wilson's moving, takes the mark. Played on, the umpire calls. Oh, kicked into the player coming towards him. Good tap on here for Bannockburn. Another chance and a flying shot towards goal. But 1 point is the result, and that was off the boot of
Stephen Delahunt.
Could have been a costly mistake, that.
Yeah, could have been.
He seemed to be rigid, didn't he? He stuck to the one position, Wilson, when the umpire call played on, and they sort of swamped him.
It's pretty hard. Like, sort of played a lot of footy. That when they actually move, even though they haven't gone off their mark, which was the old rule, when it gets called play on, they panic a little.
Yeah.
Gee, that wasn't play on. And title, and they make a mistake, you know.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough call. I mean, you give the bloke with the ball every advantage. Why disadvantage the bloke with the footy?
in out over half back, up they fly down the turf again. It comes picked up here again by Bannockburn at the bottom of the pack. A high kick up and under. It goes nowhere. Grabbed here for Werribee Central's a quick handball out. Bannockburn first on to a teammate, flips it out to Rowers. What's it? Winter's kicked down towards the forward line. There's a chance now. Oh, it was Rowers down there. Unfortunately, couldn't take the mark, and 1 point is the result off the boot of Stormy Winter.
Well, they're getting awfully close to scoring time now.
You've been saying that for 5 minutes.
Well, the margin stretched now. It's 40 points. It's 6-10. Bannockburn, Werribee one straight goal. And 16 shots to 1 is probably an indication of what the game's going to be.
Another blood rule.
As we see Nathan Ray coming from the ground.
Holding his nose, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Got one.
Gee, I tell you what, he's played pretty well this morning. I hope it's severe concussion, Ron.
Well, yes, he's bringing their best players off, notice, in the last 3 weeks. And he's a kid too, but gee whiz, he's a great goal. And a number of touches and been one of their prime movers, I'd suggest, in this first quarter. What was BW Charlie Captains. They're on that level 4, Barry, at Commonwealth Bank building there in Liverpool Street, Geelong. They'll take the stress and worry out of your life. For any taxation or accounting requirements, give them a call on 5216
Right, the kick in from fullback, another high kick out towards half-back line. The ball comes to mark's been paid this time. Taking it in front of Wilson's was... Ron, help me out. Tillman, isn't it? Yes, it is. Tillman now, little chip kick in, and he's found his teammate there in Dallahunt. He's been playing quite well this quarter too. Is he going to rely on the wind again? This will be about the 4th shot they've had from this position if it does, and they've kicked 3 points so far. Comes in, gets underneath it, up it goes. This is a better kick, and it's gone straight through, and that's a handy goal, a very handy goal this late in the quarter.
Certainly has, and I think, Rob, you better go and wake up the top.
Well, I tell you what.
I tell you, you said you were pleased to be here for the 2nd week in a row. I tell you what.
37 minutes of play in this first quarter.
Well, what's that going to be, Ron? 4-4 at 160-minute day. Whack up.
Penalty rates up, Barry. Penalty rates up. Okay. Bannockburn 7-10-52. 46 minutes over Werribee. 1 straight goal.
17 shots. Bounce of the ball in the centre. This time it favours Bannockburn. Two-handed tap across there to his teammate Perkins. Winter over the top looking for East. There's the siren. And I think Werribee Central's players, officials, are glad that it's sounded.
Well, yeah, quite a big uptick, but it was expected with this horrific breeze blowing here at Gelvin Park. As I just mentioned, down at quarter time with a very handy 46-point lead here, gentlemen. Baz, you've got goal kickers there for me?
Well, the goal kickers for Bannockburn, I've got 2 to Dallahunt, 1 to Pilgrim, 1 to Habib, 1 to Rose, 1 to Harding, and 1 to Roworth. And the goal scored for Werribee Centrals was kicked by Darlow. 10 points. I felt there was probably 5 of them were wasted opportunities by the Bannockburn side. I thought that they tried to let the wind do it all for them instead of looking for other options. Early in the quarter, I felt Werribee Centrals hung in quite well, but I felt the little fellas at the bottom of the pack, especially over there in Kings, at the half-forward, half-back line there for the Bannockburn side, I thought that was the difference in that quarter.
Okay, grab better players, first of all, for the Werribee side.
Very hard to pick. I think Wilson's was in the action a fair bit, being a loose man down there in defence, but I think it just showed too that he's lacking a little bit of match practice. Dropped a few of what he should have taken. Did a pretty good job down there with 7 goals kicked and Jason Bunny kicking the 1. I think Gareth might have done his job there. Kevin Warwick across half back line played reasonably well, and I think Sean Stewart is probably ahead of points in the ruck at this stage.
Okay.